What is up, everybody? This is Wong, and we are back with a different video. I get a lot of questions on like what are the best like leverless controllers out there. Do you recommend a leverless controller? So I actually bought a crap ton of like leverless controllers to try them out, and then I found out which ones that I really truly like, and I wanted to recommend some of you guys because maybe you probably like look for Amazon and you're like, oh, this is probably the leverless controller I'm gonna buy. So if you guys want to see the action, hit the like, share, subscribe, turn on the bell's notification, and let's get into the video. So I got this controller from Paradise Arcade Parts. This is called the Press Nano. You see, it's very thin. It's actually super light. The best part was they actually build this at Evo. Like when you wanted to buy it on the spot, it comes in different color schemes. It was like a build a leverless controller kind of joystick. Obviously the buttons are really nice. It uses like a USB-C to USB-A to connect on it. Obviously it's really easy to plug in and play to the PC. I believe this is not PS5 compatible, but you can obviously use a brick converter. But mainly if you are a gamer who is just trying to play on PC, you know, this is a really nice controller. It's really light and it just feels good. Like I love the fact that this could just fit in my like hoodie pocket. You could choose your own color scheme. I love my little like neon pink with the pink buttons going on. You can even change this color right here. This is kind of like your start and select and like, you know, other functions that you would use when you're playing fighting games. So you can really like customize this controller to how you want it. It's really nice. The next controller, I actually was searching on Etsy and I found this controller from Keybox Arcade. It's so cute. I believe this is probably like 3D printed, but the buttons feel good. Kind of uses like a keyboard style. Obviously this is smaller than the Press Nano and it's just so convenient just to bring along with you. Super light. Usually, you know how you would use two hands to kind of use this up button right here, right? I don't know. Maybe it's like it's not worth it to play with your right hand over here. You probably have to use all your left hand to use the direction and everything. So but this is really affordable, really cheap, and they do quite well. So if you guys are interested in the Keybox Arcade, check them out on Etsy. I definitely like this. If you want something super cheap, super affordable, and you just want to get your feet in the water, this is a great leverless controller for you to try out. And our next controller we have is we actually have this from SGF Devices. You know, I actually stumbled onto them because they helped donated part to like a charity stream that I was doing. So definitely I had to like cop some of these, you know, controllers, these leverless controllers right here. It's called the SGF Bridget MX. So like I said, it's just really nice. Obviously it still uses the USB to USB-A. It has really good room as well too for your fingers if you have like really big hands, you know, so you don't really hit a button by accident. This is really amazing. It's actually really cheap, especially like I said, if you're trying to get into the leverless market and trying to learn in the leverless style. They also have different controllers and also like different brands of like controllers. They don't just sell just the SGF Bridget. This one is called the Zappa. The Zappa actually has different buttons. It does. I think the Zappa's also has a Brook USB fusion on there. This is more compatible for like PS5, PS4, PS3, Xbox Series X. If you want to use it for like kind of like everything overall, this one might be the one for you to go. And you can also choose your own color scheme and buttons, and they're pretty much the same weight actually. So definitely check them out. Obviously they have different designs and everything. You can even see that like the start select menu is a bit different. Like the size of it's also like very responsive, especially when you're pressing the buttons. It's like kind of like when I'm pressing the button, I feel like it's a bit quicker as well too. So give a check out to SGF Devices. They did such a great job with these controllers, and they actually have another controller called the Faust. Really excited to try out the Faust, so look forward to that in a future video. But yeah, big shout out to SGF Devices for making some really cool innovative products. Obviously we cannot not talk about this company, the Junkfood Arcade. They actually this is like their second year of doing an Evo version. I picked this up at Evo. This is the Snack Box Micro of 2023. This one feels amazing. I love this kind of like the plexiglass that they got going here. It's very smooth, right? And obviously it has like the Evo logo and everything like that. The buttons feel nice. I like the little handle where you kind of like, I guess you put like a little, maybe like something you just hang it or like on your chair or your arm or something like that. I think this is really freaking nice right here, right? They're the innovators of kind of the micro like leverless. Obviously we know about like the Hitbox company, and they were like kind of the first, and they're, you know, they're pretty big. But this one, I feel like they changed the game with like the micro version. They're the ones that really got super famous at first, and I know even now on their website they have like more different versions with like a micro light, micro XL, micro of one piece case. They have such great innovative products. The one that I'm truly excited for, it was called like the Swirl, and it kind of is more for like kind of like overall gaming. So definitely I want to try out that controller, because, you know, sometimes what if I don't want to play on controller or pad anymore? So I love the fact that they're pushing it really hard. The specs, you know, obviously we have the specs going on, and I think they got so much really cool stuff going on. So I'm really excited to see what they're going to do in the future and see how they're going to change the game even more. Then obviously we got the big boy right here. This is the Razer Kitsune. Razer Kitsune, obviously from Razer. Look at this date. This is official, approved with like Street Fighter licensing. So this is like Chung-Li. There's also a Cammy one, or if you don't want any of the artwork, there's like just a straight black one, right? This is official like approval with PS5. Because of that, you don't have to worry about having to update your Brooks converters all the time on like other leverless controllers. So you probably will not have problems when like playing in tournaments and then somehow your controller gets disconnected, because it actually happened to me recently on my custom joystick. This is really convenient when it comes down to it. It also still uses a USB type C to USB A, but the most important part is this part right here. You know, sometimes your cables can kind of break right here, but there's a lock right here. You see it a little bit where you can unlock it. You pick this up, right, and you could put your wire in here where your wire goes, and then you can lock it, and then when you lock it, it pretty much protects your wire, so your wire will not break. So I think the longevity of your wire is safe, much safer with the Razer Kitsune, that's for sure. Also, there has the precise quad movement button layout, the Razer low profile linear optical switches. So basically I guess they did some research on like latency, so this is definitely, I guess, the most fastest in terms of like button pressing into the actual like moves and normals or whatever like that. So Razer did a great job with that. And like I said, the most important part to me is the fact that it's PS5, you know, licensing. You don't want to feel uncertain when you're playing with specific controllers. So I think Razer did such an amazing job on that. The next controller actually is pretty freaking awesome, I must say. As I actually never heard of this company before until recently. It is called the Mavercade. This is the Mavercade Keybox Brawler 01S. What's really cool about this is that obviously it has a standard like hitbox layout, right, leverless layout, but this, look at that, this is a very big up button, right? And the reason why you have it there is because some people like to play with just their left hand for directions, or some people want to play with their right hand. So I think the way you're supposed to hold it is you're supposed to actually have both your thumbs here when it comes down to it. But it really interested me because I love the bigger button aspect. So this one's amazing. I believe this one's also like very popular, it seems like, because it was like when I checked the website, it's like sold out. Definitely, it seems like this controller is very popular. It's a Canadian brand, actually. It's from Canada. Obviously, it has the USB-C output. I guess there's a built-in configuration app in different modes. There's multiple SOCD modes. They also engraved my name in there. I didn't plan that. I guess maybe they just saw me like buying it and they're like, hey, let's do something special. I would say I'm probably the most excited to try out the Mavercade controllers because they're so different. But I love this up button right here. Also, the weight, there's some weight on this bad boy. There's definitely some weight on this bad boy because they're using a anodized black aluminum body, so it's actually quite heavy. The best part is they have multiple controllers with different type of layouts, and obviously I had to buy another one. This is the Mavercade Keybox Brawler 04S, and obviously there's a lot going on right here. I don't know if you guys know it, for leverless controllers there's a version, they have split box. I love the split box. I personally love playing split box layout. So obviously left hand goes here, right hand goes here. It doesn't really strain my hands when I'm playing on a split box layout because I'm old. And you're looking at these buttons, are like, what do they do, right? And I actually have the sheet. Obviously this is the direction. This is your L3. And over here on the other side is your R3. This is your L1, and this is your up. This is also an extra button on what you want to put on there, so I guess it's just gamer's choice. And then this is your L2. So definitely like it feels like your buttons are a bit closer now, so I really like the fact that they're just more easier to get to. Super excited to actually play some fighting games on this. I feel like this controller alone is like really good. I would say it's obviously really big. Definitely this is not something that you could put in your hoodie, your sweater, your pocket compared to the smaller leverless controllers. But if you have like a small bag, like a laptop bag, obviously this will fit in very clean, very easily. I'm super excited to try this out because it feels amazing. It actually feels really good. So definitely big shout outs to Mavercade for really changing the game and trying to do something different, right? Still, like I said, it's very heavy, using the black aluminum body and everything like that, using nylon buttons and everything. The key switches, it's like called cow chalk, but obviously we'll have all the information right with all the specs and the links for in the description for you guys to check it out. And these are all the controllers that I got, and like yeah, I kind of want to play some games, see how it feels pressing them, like first type of feel. So yeah, look forward to some of the games I'm going to be playing on these controllers, and maybe it'll interest you to try to cop some of these. I mean, Christmas season is coming up, right? And there you have it. That's the leverless controllers, like my top leverless controllers of, I guess, 2023 going into 2024. So, you know, if you guys are looking to just get a new controller, I know a lot of you guys ask, oh, I want to switch to a leverless controller, which one should I buy, how much should I spend? Well, these are the ones that I reviewed, and you know, all of them are really good. Like all of them are really good. All of them have different price point ranges. All of them do different things in terms of like feel, aesthetic, just fancy stuff, or like, you know, convenience, everything like that. There's always one controller for everybody. So if you guys are interested, you know, check them out. They're really cool. They're really awesome. But if you guys want to see more of these type of videos, like you want me to do like a joystick version or a actual pad version, let me know in the comments. You know, if we get this to like 10,000 likes, maybe I'll do a joystick one, and I'll definitely do a controller one. All right. Other than that, this is JWong, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.